Hey, good morning. My name is Nicole, if we haven't met yet. Hey, I am a pastor here at The Crossing, and this is your Friday devotional. And I'm really glad to be here with you guys this morning. The gardeners are coming by, the birds are chirping, my family is waking up. In my little corner of the world, the chaos is just starting. And I've been thinking a lot about you guys, about the people of The Crossing, and especially about the new people of The Crossing. If you've just found us online, if someone just shared literally this video and you started watching it, really glad that we can all be together. I mean, the thing is, The Crossing, what makes it special is that this is the place people go to explore faith. And that means we're all going to be at different places in this. Some of us will have been in this exploring thing for a long time. Some of us will have just been starting it because life is different. And so why not try something different and explore what faith could mean in my life? And each of our experiences is great and valid, and there's space for it. And so it's just really good to be together. No matter what our experiences are like, each one is valid and unique. And I've been thinking about that a lot. And God brought this little piece of the Bible to my mind. And the reason I say God brought this little piece of the Bible to my mind is that anytime I am thinking about something and then this little section of the Bible pops into my head, something that I haven't read in a really long time or looked at in a really long time, I tend to say, that's probably not an accident, and that God brought it to me. And so the part in the Bible we're going to be in today is called Ezra. We're going to read just a little bit of chapter 3, and their situation has some similarities to our situation. But to have to set it up first, right? So I was thinking about you, that you're at home and you've got a toddler who will not let you get any work done. You've got a kid in elementary school that needs help with their classwork. You've got a spouse that is also trying to work as well. And you also have a dog that won't stop barking. Is that you? If it's not you, maybe you're the one sitting at home who just got furloughed and is trying to find useful things to do with yourself. And you also haven't given anyone a hug in weeks. Is that you? Or maybe you're 60 and you're at home and you're right on the edge of what is supposedly safe to leave the house or not leave the house, and you can't decide if you should go to Trader Joe's or not. And so you're sitting there holding your keys trying to decide if you should go there this morning. Is that you? What is your experience like right now? Because each of us is having really different experiences. It's like we all have favorite movies, and my favorite movie may not be your favorite movie. Is there a movie that you like that nobody else really likes? In my house, and you guys, this is I probably shouldn't tell you this. I love the movie Blue Crush. Have you even heard of that movie? That's my favorite go-to, like, hey, you guys want to watch Blue Crush? No, nobody else really wants to watch Blue Crush because I love it. My experience of it is awesome, but my family really doesn't care. Their experience of it is not the same. And each of us in this quarantine time, which is what we're calling it in my house, quarantine time, each of us is having a different experience. And we've got to let each other have our own favorite movies. We've got to let each other have our own quarantine experiences without judging each other's. Because the way for us to grieve this properly is to just acknowledge where we are to start. And that is some context for us. And then for this little part of the Bible that I'm going to read to us, this is a group of people who, they were God's people. They had this incredible community. They had this beautiful place where they knew God's Spirit lived. It was their temple. It was a source of strength, and that all is right with the world, and they were all together. And then that all got torn apart, and they all got sent into exile, and they all had these different experiences while they were in exile. And now in Ezra chapter 3, they are rebuilding this temple after a long time of being in exile and that temple being destroyed by their enemies. And so here they are coming back together as a community, and they're rebuilding that temple. And each of them is having a different kind of reaction to rebuilding it. And so this is what I want to read to us today. I just hit the camera. Too bad. I'm going to keep going. Okay. It says, but many of the older priests and Levites and family heads who had seen the former temple wept aloud when they saw the foundation of this temple being laid, while many others shouted for joy. No one could distinguish the sound of the shouts of joy from the sound of weeping, because the people made so much noise, and the sound was heard far away. That got me. So there's this group of people who are weeping as they're watching the temple get rebuilt. And there is this group of people who is shouting for joy as they're watching the temple get rebuilt. And that's us. That's also going to be us as we slowly walk our way out of this chaos craziness into whatever the new normal is going to be. We're all going to have different reactions to it. And so there's just two things that I think we can take from this little section of scripture. Number one is what we've been talking about, that we're each going to have different experiences and that they're valid. Don't waste time criticizing someone else's experience or reaction. Listen to yours. Yours is true, and yours is going to lead you to a healthy place as we grieve whatever it is that's going on in our lives. And then number two, no matter what we're feeling, no matter what our experiences are, there is something new being built. There's something being built here that is going to be new, and God is in it. Our experiences are each valid, and we can all trust that something new is being built here. So don't miss it. Even in the midst of whatever you're experiencing, even in the midst of however you're feeling today, don't miss the new thing that God is building. Thanks, you guys, for being here. That's what I hope we can take away this morning. And I will see you this weekend for our services. Don't miss it. It is good for us to get to be together. Thanks, you guys. I will see you soon.